Okay guys, we got this 03 Silverado. So what they complain about is four-wheel drive don't work. If you look, we have no lights, okay? Nothing. Check engine lights on. Let's see, let's shut this off. Okay, so I tried communicating with the transfer case. Let's see, let's go back. It auto ID'd it. So I went down to transfer case right here. We have no communication, okay? See, nothing. I tried the launch before this and it wasn't working, and I thought maybe it might have just been the launch, so I came over to this one. This doesn't have a throttle cable. Engine codes, when I scanned it with the launch, it showed that there was just oxygen sensors and misfire. It was nothing to do with our transfer case. Let's see. Going to transmission. Just make sure they're not tied into all as one. Same thing, because they're the same module. So, let's see, do we have anti-lock brakes? Let's see if we have any codes in here. No codes. So I'm going to look up a wiring diagram real quick, and we'll see where our fuses and stuff go. Okay guys, so here's our diagram. So we got this ignition right here. It depends if it has SEO or not. So we got a fuse 10 amp fuse that goes in. We got this Trec 30 amp fuse, and we got this four-wheel drive 15 amp fuse. So I'm going to check these fuses real quick, and I'll see if they're good, and then we'll go on from there to make sure that we got all our powers going into the module. Okay guys, so I tried to communicate with the TCM. You saw that. We can't communicate. I found a TSB. This is the same one as my Trailblazer video. It says it'll set a DTC C0550 or no communication. We can't communicate with it. And it says about reprogramming it. I'm going to try to remove the Trec fuse and then see if we can communicate with this. Because I looked at the module. The module's right. I pulled it out of the way. It's right here. So I'm going to see if we can communicate with it. And if we can, we'll reflash it. Okay, guys. So I got the Trec fuse out right here. We'll put this back in. And then see if we can communicate with it. Oh, look at our light. Our light's on. Let's see. Transfer case. DTC display. Current codes. Look at that. No codes. Check for codes in TCM. If it's found or in history or without other codes, replace module. So let's reprogram it. Okay, so now I guess we reprogram it and then we verify that there's no codes. Okay, so I'm gonna see if we can reprogram this real quick. Okay guys, so we're gonna try to do our programming. So let's go to view, add VIN. The car is still on right now. We got our Cardaq M hooked up. We'll press OK on this. We'll go to service programming, start SPS. We'll update later, because I don't know, I don't want to update and then cause a problem. This Java did work, so let's see, let's make sure it still works. Our Java window should start opening soon. There it goes. Okay, we'll skip this. There we go. We'll make this full screen. We'll go into J2534, reprogram ECU, press next. Next. This is a Chevy. Let's go to 03. This is a light duty truck, and this is a pickup. I'm assuming it's a CK gasoline. Cardaq M. Continue. There we go. We got our VIN number. Yeah, 446. There we go. Let's continue. We're gonna do the transmission control module. I don't know what they call that. We got. Oh, is that a tick? Oh, active transfer case. I can't even read. So we got a tick crawling across the screen. Let me go look for this RPO code real quick, because I don't know. That is crazy, though. Let's get him out of here before he jumps on me. Check our RPO codes. So we want NP1, NP8, or without both of them. So let's go in here. These are in alphabetical order. It does have NP8. We don't have the first one. See that? So they're in alphabetical order, so you see NP8. But we don't have the other one. Oh crap. I must have clicked on it by accident. Let's see. Let's go back into active transfer case. Let's go to NP8. Communicating with device. Active transfer case right there. Let's press next. Why can't I click on this? This makes no sense. Oh, there we go. Okay, do we have to select these manually? Here's a higher number. I don't know which one we select. Let's go back. Okay, I'm going to select this one because this one's higher. Yeah, I'm going to select this one because it's higher on the list. Just go with that one. Okay, yeah, we'll just do that. There we go. Okay. So let's just program this. Hopefully it goes pretty quickly. Look at that setup, guys. Got 2 minutes left on the download. I'm going to double check the calibration once we're done, just to make sure that we did do the latest. But I'm pretty sure that one that we just selected was the latest. Because I don't think it'll let you update if you don't, like, update to a lower one. And then we also got a window switch to put in. There's the wrong color. There we go, reprogramming completed. So let's go to clear DTCs. There we go. And now we should be done. So I'm going to just double check our calibration real quick and make sure that this was the latest. Okay guys, so this was the latest. So I went back in and okay, so look, we got our operating system right here, okay? So it says, like when we go into the transfer case, that this one down here, this part number, says must be used with operating system that ends in 106. So that's why they give you two options, because you have to change the operating system for these codes right here, like it handles other codes. So we're just gonna leave it like that, see if there's any issues. If not, we can change it later, but I think we're gonna be good to go there. So let me hook back up the scan tool and we'll make sure everything's communicating fine. Okay guys, so let's start this truck up. Let's make sure our transfer case works. Let's see what codes we got. Oh, you know what else I want to do? Let's see, establishing communication. I wanted to see our misfire data and stuff because they asked me to check that out real quick. Let's see, current codes, no codes. Let's go back to engine because it had those oxygen sensor codes in that. Let's see, engine, data, fuel trim. I want to see what our fuel trims are because I think we might have a vacuum leak. Custom, deselect fuel trims. There you go, open close loop. Let's look at our oxygen sensors. Is that all our oxygen sensors? Oh, there we go. Still in closed loop. So let's check our transfer case. So there we go. We went in 4-wheel drive. I think we gotta be in neutral. There it went. You heard it click. Let's go back into. There we go. So that's all good. Let's keep an eye on our fuel trims. I'm gonna let this warm up a little bit. We'll see if we go into closed loop or not. Let's just go back, check our codes. I don't know if it cleared these codes or not. No codes. Okay, so I'm gonna let this warm up. And then we'll come back. Oh, there we go. Now we got them all. Oh, that rear one's definitely dead. That one shorted the power. So we might not even go into open loop because of that. I mean closed loop. Yeah, that one's definitely dead. Okay guys, so I had to take apart the new switch because the switch didn't work. Like when you rocked it, they wouldn't work, and the old one had the broken switch, so I swapped the whole top board and everything over to the new one. So now our windows work fine. Down and up. This side goes down, up. Our mirror works. Our other mirror works, so that all works. Our lock and unlock buttons work, so that's good. Now for our oxygen sensors, I'm pretty sure this bank 1 sensor too is bad, because if I snap the throttle, it'll go down and then it gets stuck lean. It'll just stay down there for a while and then it'll come up. Like it does some really random stuff that is not normal, like that. Like the front one's still switching, and then this one does like whatever it feels like. So yeah, that's where we're at. So let's go back, let's read fault codes, because we had that slow response code and stuff like that. So yeah, that's where we're at. So I hope you guys liked this video. Our transfer case module is still working. See you later.